Ouais. Hello?
Hello. Oh, yes, yeah.
Hi, sorry,
Can you
sorry
hear
for
me?
the
Yeah, sure thing.
delay. Just a second. Right. Um, so I'm sorry, what I can say. I did not plan for my family going out for dinner. So
I understand. Still do that. It's fine, right? It's a good rest lah.
yeah.
Rest. You
And
can just make up later lah. You can just make up on the night. Yeah.
yeah,
But
so
still sleep enough lah. I mean, you can sleep until later also lah, right?
yeah,
Mhm.
but as a result of that, I haven't gotten anything yet.
Right. I understand. So again, make it up after the tuition lah. Like according to your plan, right? You're not making up to me, you know. You understand, right? Right. Now, of course, again, it's ideal for you to what do you call it? To do something before tuition. Now, today haven't. So why don't we just read 3 questions? Why don't we just read 3 questions of either hypothesis testing or the binomial one, trying to find the binomial to normal, right? We're going to just read them first before doing, okay?
Okay.
No. Right. So because I think there's a lot of reading, you can improve through your reading also, right? Come, Suzo.
Give me a second.
Yeah.
Go. I'll find a question from that's what hypothesis are. Let's see. Okay. Oops. Yep. Nope, that's not it.
So present the question, we'll read together, okay?
Yeah. Okay. I'll put it in page 8.
Let me see. Page 8, you see? Is it page 8?
Yeah, give me a second. It's going up now.
We are in reading mode, okay? Don't do stuff, okay? Don't do stuff.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. You, how do I say this? You're reasonably good at English, you're reasonably good at GP, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Right. I mean, it's not just about doing, right? I know GP is just writing what you want to write, but you have to do a lot of reading previously, right? Right. So I am saying that if you're a good reader, you should enter the reading mode, especially for hypothesis testing, just to make sure you understand. And when you're doing a reading mode, you don't try to answer questions lah. You don't, or rather, you don't try to answer his question. You try to answer your question because you're trying to understand. Okay, so I really hope that you are a good reader. It seems to me that you are, but you never use that skill in math. So to speak.
I guess I don't usually do.
Right. So don't read. please read in order to understand the intention of the question.
Okay. So they claim the mean time for passenger from the booking time to the time of arrival is 7 minutes. So that means
That's surprising.
That means the population mean 7 minutes. So the
I'm just gonna whack you again and again and again and again and again. You are never tired of that, isn't it?
I mean, it's like a, what do you call it?
You're saying that the population mean is 7 minutes. That's what you said just now. Sorry?
It's a claim. They claim that it's 7 minutes, but
yes, it is not 7 minutes.
Okay.
It is a claim to be tested. It's a claim.
Okay.
I claim that I'm a good teacher. You take it as correct. Like that?
Okay.
No, right? No, right?
No.
Yeah, I mean, I claim that I'm a good teacher. Well, it doesn't mean that I'm a bad teacher. But it definitely does not mean that I'm a good teacher. Right?
Yeah.
That's what it means. If psychologically you think the mean is 7, you're going to do a lot of error.
Yeah.
You're going to you're going to consciously drive your answer towards 7. Because you think 7 is the answer. Oh my goodness. How does this differ from some other topics of statistics?
The other topics, they already give you a short population mean.
Yeah, which is not in some sense a claim. Just assume that it's correct. Right? Okay. Right. Okay. Okay, go ahead.
To test whether it's true, random sample of 30 passengers. So that's the N.
Wonderful.
That is obtained. The standard deviation of sample. So that's unbiased estimate of standard deviation.
No. This one is really the standard deviation of the sample.
So it's not like sigma over root n. It's just straight up.
That's just the standard deviation of the sample.
That is sigma over root n, the 2 minutes.
Okay, wait. So okay, standard deviation of sample, right? That's what you say, right? It is not a claim, right? What do you need?
Sorry?
What do you need?
What do I need to find it?
Look, okay. You need the unbiased estimate of
The variance, I guess, to find the.
Oh, I didn't hear the word population. What?
Huh?
You need the unbiased estimate of the population mean, right?
Yeah.
And the unbiased estimate of the population variance or standard deviation. I mean, both are the same. I mean, both are just interchangeable.
Okay.
Is the standard deviation of the sample 2 minutes, the unbiased estimate of the population standard deviation?
Yes. It's not. I mean,
for the possibility that I'm wrong, okay, I'm just gonna check this out. All right. So in the table in page 7, there is no scenario where they actually give you the standard deviation of sample, right? They give you the summarized data, right? Sigma this, sigma that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Please note one thing first, that in the question page 7, part B2, they give you the population variance. The word is population variance. Right?
Part B2, population variance, yeah.
Right. They give you that, which is to say you don't have to estimate. But if they give you the sample standard deviation, think carefully. Do you have to estimate?
If they gave me the sample standard deviation, do I have to estimate? No.
The population standard deviation.
No. Because they've already done the estimation for me, right? They've done all the divide by root n stuff.
Okay, fine. Right. Look at the table, page 7. Back here, table, right? Okay. Let's agree that this is not what they give us, right?
No.
Yeah. Do you think this is our scenario?
Sample variance of a size.
I mean, they give you the size, right? They give you the size, right? Okay.
Yeah, 30.
Did they give you the sample variance in question page 8, right?
Yeah, they did.
No, they don't, but they give me the sample standard deviation, which is very close, right? You can just calculate, right?
Mm-hmm.
So must we unbiased estimate the population variance?
I guess you do.
Yeah, although it is a small difference, but you have to.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Clear, yeah. Very clear, yeah.
But
have to.
Okay.
Don't know why the formula is like that. Don't know. I mean, like, don't know. But
no, I guess I just never used them.
Right.
Okay.
All right. Then we have to lah. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Could you continue reading? And I have a WhatsApp call from my other student. I'm wondering why this is really happening. So, yeah.
All right. Hypothesis.
Right. I'm back. Yeah. How's the reading so far?
Think it's fine. There's 1% significance, but they don't give a more than or less than.
Right.
First question states the distribution of that statistic. I assume that's the normal distribution.
What do you mean by the what? Sorry, what? Sorry.
Statistic is normal distribution, right? Appropriate hypothesis. So part 1.
Sorry. You are trying to answer part 1. No. Stop. Okay, I know you want to. I know you're raring to go. Okay, let's stop here for one. Did you read or did you just look for things to plug in the formula?
There was a formula to plug in. I haven't seen it. I haven't plugged any formula in yet.
When you were reading, were you just purely reading or were you just looking at things to plug in later?
I mean, I'm pretty much purely reading. There's no more values, I don't think.
Yeah. So clear. Clear. Now, why don't you read the question? State appropriate hypothesis. You can do that. Sure thing. Okay.
Yeah.
The distribution of the test statistics used. Okay, I'm going to read that. Right? Do you know what that means?
I mean, state the distribution of that statistic. I'm pretty sure I know what that means.
Right? Cool. Sure. Good. Good. Let's not do it. You know, that's great. Okay. Morale boost. Part 2.
Find the range of values of the sample mean waiting time. E bar.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but I'm not sure what I'm to do there.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. So what does it mean? What does it mean? What's the range of values? So what's that?
I'm not. I think it's the I don't know.
Right. Yeah.
It's an unknown. It's an unknown. I mean, it's an unknown you're supposed to find, and I'm assuming you have to use the inequality from the.
You like inequalities, yeah. You really like it.
Isn't it not inequal? Do I not have to use inequalities? I mean, it's a range of values, right?
Did you solve the 91 and 92 with inequality or with no inequality?
I guess I did, but you know.
And with certainty some more. You say, I don't know what I'm talking about, but then you say it's 91. And that is correct some more. Yeah, I know the tutorial, I know the notes do tend to use inequality. I know that. I know. I'm proposing to you that the drawing of the graph is enough. Inequality or no inequality.
Okay.
I've never seen you solve it in tuition. That's my problem. Maybe you did solve things with inequality outside tuition. But inside tuition, you look very confused when you're trying to use it. Why would I recommend you something which is confusing? Why would you recommend something to yourself which is confusing? At least in tuition, were you so different outside tuition? Like when you use inequality, you get the answer, you understand what's going on, but in tuition, it's just totally different.
I don't think so, but
so you're confused with inequality outside tuition.
I don't remember being confused, but
when you use inequalities, you get the answer, which is that's a good sign, right? You get the right answer, and you also understand what's going on. That's the general experience with inequality for you.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, great. That it must be just a tuition thing. So because tuition, we face difficult questions, so that must be the reason. So feel free to use the inequalities. Now back to the range of values of the sample mean. Are you saying that when you're reading, you notice that they don't give you the mean at all? Are you saying that you notice it? Okay, good. They don't give you the sample mean, right? Basically, like sample mean. They also don't give you the sample
variance.
No, they give you the sample variance, which is in the form of standard deviation, right? Okay. They also don't give you the summarized data, sigma this, sigma that. They don't. They just don't give you anything.
Mm-hmm.
Do you notice that this is very weird? They already conducted the test.
They already conducted the test. Hypothesis that concludes that there is sufficient evidence at 1% significance to reject the claim.
Do you notice that is different than the rest? They already did the test. They already conclude.
I suppose that is different, yeah.
Oh goodness, you don't think this is a significant difference? How do you read things?
Why would it be the same? I mean, it's just that they have the answer. I mean,
look, normally it goes like this. Normally they give you the mean, right, or the summarized data, then you can get the mean, the sample mean, right? Normally they give that. They give you the claim also, blah, blah, blah. And then they ask you to set up the test, right? They give you the significance level also, right? And then go and test, Go and test. Then you're going to convert that sample mean into unbiased estimate, papaya, and then you're going to conclude whether it is or not. Now this question reverse it all together, right? This question reverse, okay, I'm going to give you the result of the test. You don't have to do the test. But instead, you're going to track back into the mean, which is what I usually give you. That's the trade-off in this question.
All right.
Was that what you understood, or do I have to spell it out for you first?
I think you had to spell it out for me because I would not have gotten that.
If you didn't get that, then you're going to approach this question normally, which is to say, again, use the mean for unbiased estimate, do the Z, do the P, convenience of calculator. And then you're going to be very confused because maybe later on you realize, wait, the test is already done.
Yeah.
And plus, I don't have the mean somewhere. You're going to be very confused about those two things. Because guess what? That is your expectation. Yang Kin, when you're reading this, you weren't reading. I'm pretty sure of it. You already have an expectation in your mind, and you're just looking for things to fill that expectation. The things that doesn't fit your expectation, you fully do not see it. You filter it out. It's kind of common for people to do that. Yeah, I must say lah. I also do that. I filter things that I don't understand subconsciously. I don't even realize I'm doing it. So it is my job to wake up. That's what you do. You're not reading. You didn't even realize that you expected mean and you don't get it. That should already, wait a minute, what's going on here? Now, you do need to realize that they reverse it. If not, what are you supposed to do? Because you cannot do anything. You don't have the mean.
I guess I need to use the answer somehow.
To track back to the mean, right?
Yeah.
Which you have never done, admittedly. But that you must do. That you must do. That I hope this makes sense. That must be the way, because that's what they give you. They give you the end result instead of the mean. And then they ask you for the mean some more. My goodness, we must track back.
Okay.
That's at the very least where your reading must be. Okay. Shall we read a little bit more? Shall we read a little more? I'm not asking you to do things. I'm asking you to read first. Realize that your reading is not good. Whereas I think you have good reading skills, but you just don't do that at all. That's, if I think about it carefully, I think that is quite sad because you're not accessing, you're not even accessing your potential. You're just not accessing what you already have. It's not even a potential. You already have reading skills. Please access that more. Kind of. I don't know what to say right now. That you need to do that.
Well, okay. I mean, if they really conclude that there's a sufficient evidence that 1% significance to reject the claim, that means the Z value can be anywhere from that Z value where it's 1% and above, or I guess they don't specify if it's more or less, so it might be double tail as well. That means it's not 1%.
I suppose that's what part 1 do, right? You're supposed to also kind of state that in part 1, right?
So it's a twin tail test. So that means it's not 1% on one side, it's 0.5% on both sides.
Okay.
So that means the range of values for the t-bar will probably come from the fact that the Z value has to be a range of Has to be a range of values from that position onwards.
Yeah. All you're saying can be written off, can be drawn as a graph. Now, I'm asking a very honest question for you, right? There's no right or wrong. Do you prefer to spell it out in the form of sentence like just now? That means when you talk to yourself, you clarify your thinking. Is that your preference, or some other people have other preference? Some other people prefers to write it down, or prefers to draw it out, or sometimes prefer to do both. Sometimes
I don't mind drawing it out. I think I'll help you make clearer, but I like the talking.
Right. Now, the thing is, I respect that. I realize that some people have to talk to think. My expectation is, before I understand this as, when you talk, you already think lah.
I guess, yeah.
But that is a very bad expectation to some people. When they talk, then they think, and then they start to be clear. Right? Now you talk for the sake of thinking. Then I support your talking. My only issue is very practical. In exam, you cannot talk. Rather, cannot talk loudly lah. So, can you talk to yourself in exam without disturbing the rest? Oh dear. Then how do you propose to yourself so that you can think clearly? Because it is very important.
I have to draw. I mean, there's no way around it, I guess.
Okay, so only intuition, you will do what you prefer, okay? After you talk so that you can think clearly, you still have to draw lah, because that's the skill you need lah. Fair? Yeah. Okay, that's the training in intuition lah, because I can listen to you all day long, right?
So this is 0.5%, and here is 0.5%. Is it? Let me think.
Well, yeah, think. You can say things, you can think things, you can ask me questions.
Okay, how do I confirm it? I need to do an inverse norm, right? To find that.
What do you mean by confirm? Finding when the z value is just an inverse norm lah. Yeah.
So it's 0.99 center. Yeah. 0.99 center. So both sides will be. So both sides will equals to 0.01. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So 2.5. Yeah. Okay. So it's 0.5 and 0.5. So
you're not going to write the z value. You are not going to do that. You press the calculator for nothing, for nothing at all. Really. I'm guessing that you have preference to z value lah. So you write down lah.
Five, 7, 5, 8. Sorry, it will have to be less than, right? Because it's going further left. Negative 2.575. Okay. Right.
Okay. Now you are using the 1%. I think you're using the 1% correctly. I think lah. I might be wrong, but I think it's correct. So
I just need to fill out the rest. So this means right, and I need to craft a normal distribution. This means I need to find the unbiased estimate of the population variance
and the population mean, right?
Yeah, and which comes
from the sample mean.
Which is what I'm trying to find the sample mean.
Yeah, you still haven't seen that in mind. Sink it, please. Yeah, you don't have that. You're supposed to find that. This is a reverse question. Sink it in.
So how do I write the normal distribution? But just write.
You're going to write the normal distribution. Look. When you say write the normal distribution, you mean what? You have drawn a normal distribution, right?
I write the equation out for like, to show my working, kind of thing.
You're looking for equation to solve your problem, isn't it?
No, I'm looking for equation to display my solution.
Currently, I'm extremely worried. Now, let me ask you something about the 7 first. Right?
Yeah.
It seems to you, from my point of view only, it seems to you that 7 only exists to be written as a hypothesis statement.
Okay, I know that's not true, but I only have a very big idea of where I place the 7 in the calculation, in like the formation, in like to find my z calculation.
I'm very worried right now. Yeah, I'm very worried right now that you say things like equation, right, or calculation. I'm very worried right now. Right. So I'll try to go closer to the point. Does 7 has anything to do with the graph that you just draw? Yes or no?
This graph? No.
Yes.
I mean, this is a normal curve.
I'm going to die already.
Just what?
Look at the working. Yeah. Oh goodness me! Oh goodness me! Look at page 7. Look at page 7. Right? Look at page 7. Right?
Yeah.
Look at page 7. When you draw the z graph, you usually draw it after the normal graph. Because z graph has always a relationship with the normal graph. That's what standardized graph means, right? So the values of the normal graph will correspond to the z graph. Simply put, right? Simple. So I don't mean that the 7 is in the z graph. I know 7 is not z. That's not what I mean. The 7 corresponds to the z graph somehow.
Oh yeah, it does. I mean, okay, it's not one of the values of the z graph, but
that's not. Yeah. So how does it correspond?
Well, I mean, it's somewhere. But I don't know the sample mean, so I can't say. I can't. It's not.
Shit.
It's not the center, is it? No, it's not.
Yeah, if you say that it is the center, then you think that's the mean. Yeah, you're correct. At least you're correct on there, At least you resist that temptation. At least. Now, in the page 7 question, yes, it's obvious that the mean is not 5.5, right? It's 5.94, right? Then where is 5.5? The 5.5 is around there. I totally agree with you, right? Inside the boundary. Can I just say that? Inside the boundary.
What do you mean by inside the boundary?
The boundary of acceptance and rejection.
Oh.
That's what matters, right? If the 5.5 is inside the boundary of acceptance, then we accept lah. Then we don't reject. Then we don't reject. If it is outside, that means it goes into the area of rejection, then we reject.
Then we reject, yeah.
Yeah, go in or go out. I think it's a better way of saying it instead of left and right. Then I'm very confused. You're going from left and right from which tail, right? From so right, it should be good. So 5.5 is inside the acceptance, right?
So when inside the acceptance, I thought outside. That was the whole point of question. The page 7.
Outside the rejection, inside the acceptance, no.
I thought you said that's like not reject. It's not really like accept. It's like
true. Can I just use normal human term? Or should I say accept the inside the no rejection zone? Should I say that?
I mean, it'll be more consistent.
Okay, 5.5 is inside the no rejection zone. It is not outside, which is in the rejection zone, right? Correct, right? Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So let me ask you something. What happens when 5.5 is exactly in the boundary?
Of the rejection zone.
Is there any other boundary?
But,
There's only that boundary, right?
Yeah, I mean, then I guess the hypothesis will be rejected. So
yeah, that's the start of the rejection. That's the start, right? Now, needless to say, if 5.5 is out there, then you just reject only.
Yeah. So
do you?
So what you're saying is that since in page 8, the question is that there is sufficient evidence to reject the claim, that means 7 minutes is inside the rejection zone. Like it's somewhere, if you craft it like that and like that,
Yeah,
then 7 minutes is somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I wouldn't know where. I don't know. I wouldn't know which end it would be at.
Thus, the statement find the range. Thus,
right.
You like inequality and you don't understand what range means. It doesn't make sense. This is where inequality has to play its role. You're saying that you don't know where it is. That's not a statement of inequality. That's a statement of equality. Where's the position? You are correct. You don't know the position, but you know it is between what? That's what you should be thinking. It is between what?
Well, it is between between these. No, not between that. It's like I don't
It's
know
from
how.
where to where. Just say from where to where. Just point. It's
From
gonna be from here
to here,
to
or here to here.
there. That's where inequality should play a role. So if you know that it's going to be from there, there, and there, which value do you find? Do you have to care for every value? Is that how you process things?
I have to care for every value. No.
Okay, then if you know that it's going to be from here to there, right, and from here to here, I totally agree with you. That's the area of rejection. That's a critical area, right? So are we supposed to find every value in the area? No. Then what are we supposed to find?
Find a range of values for the area.
You're just saying the same thing,
What?
Find from here to there, then find the range lah. What's so different about that? So what must you find?
Must I find? I don't know. I don't understand.
Just find the boundary value lah, Yankee.
But isn't that what I just said? The range of values is the it, like the range would start from the boundary value, doesn't it?
Okay, if that is what you mean, then do you know how to use 7?
I think I'll need some guidance on that. I'm still not confident on it. I'm not confident. I'm not confident how the formula works, so I'm not ready to use it yet.
I don't care about the formula. In case you don't realize, I said it from the start. You shouldn't care also. You care too much about the formula, such that you don't care about how it works. I don't know whether it makes sense to you, but you care about the wrong things. I even have to, again, I'm begging you to draw the normal curve. I'm begging you to put the 7. You don't know how to put the 7 in the graph. Those things are not formula.
I can't put the 7 anywhere. Like I can't put it here because it might be here, right?
You nonsense. You understand or you don't understand? I don't get it.
I don't.
Okay. I'm going to ask you to kindly put the 7 on the right tail first. Just put it there, on the boundary right tail. No, not inside the tail, on the boundary of the tail. Please note that it's an equality positioning. I don't care about inequality. You don't seem to understand, but then again you understand. But then again you don't understand. I don't get how your inequality works, but I get how equality works. If I put 7 there, I'm going to get some number.
Yeah.
So get that number.
What? What do you want me to get? So
Shit, you don't.
What? I don't know. Is that the z value? I mean,
if the 7 is that in that boundary, then it will correspond to the z value, right?
Yeah, it corresponds to the two. But that's my problem. I don't know how to correspond them.
What the heck are you talking about?
It's the what's it called?
What the heck are you talking about? Why do you suffer unnecessarily? Is your class that bad?
It's pretty bad.
Why do you suffer unnecessarily? I have no idea. People suffer unnecessarily all the time.
I don't.
Let me just ask
because
kindly, this is the z-value graph, right? The z-value graph always corresponds to a normal graph, right? That's just how z-graph doesn't exist by itself, right? Every normal graph can be standardized. So this boundary, which is very important, right, will correspond to the 7, right? If I specifically put the 7 in the boundary. Why do I put the 7 in the boundary? Because I will then reject. That is where my claim is being rejected, right? And this is what I want. This is simply, you're going to use the z-graph to help you find the mu. This is something you do all the time. You can now find the mu.
Mu as in the sample mean, right?
Yeah, that graph in the below mu lah, that graph always has a mu, right? So that mu lah, which you really want from the start.
So my standard deviation is trying to follow.
The standard deviation is this graph, by the way, is this graph the sample graph or the unbiased estimate of the population graph? Yeah, the graph at the below. Is that the sample graph or the unbiased estimate graph?
Unbiased estimate.
All right, good. Do you have the unbiased estimate standard deviation?
No.
Can you find it?
Yes.
All right. Okay, plugging it in.
So standard deviation. So 2 squared.
My goodness, your class, the class only teach you to plug in numbers? What?
Pretty much. I mean,
the tutorial also just do that? Really? There's tutorial, right?
I can show you my tutorial. It's a lot of just they put an equation there, after that they put the answer. But I don't know how the equation works. I just most of the time it does, sometimes it doesn't, you know.
There is no explanation on how things work.
Well, I guess there might have been, but a lot of them is just
your friends don't ask.
Why would they? They don't care.
No, you care, right? You care, right? No, you care. There's no other person in your class who cares also?
I mean, they just say they know lah, like, and you know, most of the time they're right and they are good with most of the time, you know. With the equation, you know, sometimes you're wrong, sometimes you're right, but you know,
they're better at it. They're better at it than you lah, something like that. Okay, I don't care about them. I care about you lah. Now, what's the T bar here? Oh, that's the sigma first. Fine, the sigma first.
2.03.
Something slightly bigger. Okay, no surprises. Just slightly, right?
4.342. So 7 minus T bar is equals to 2.5758 times 2.0342. 5.2397. So T bar, what am I doing?
Oh, T bar is very small. No, T bar is very small, really.
1.76.
Wow, I'm very surprised. T bar is 1.7. Wow. Okay, that's 1 T bar lah. That's 1 T bar. Right now, we haven't been doing inequality, right? You insist that there's an inequality. I agree with you lah. But my difference to you is that now, only after I settle the equality, then I start to think about the inequality. I am always like that. I do present this as an option to you. Now, shift the 7 a little bit.
Shift it to the right.
Yeah, to the rejection zone, right? Just a little bit, just a little bit. Right, just very little, right? So tell me, if it is possible without calculating, what will happen to this T bar?
T bar, I mean, it would be...
If I shift the 7 a little bit to the right, what will happen to the T bar?
Well, I mean, your Z value would be greater, right?
Yes, correct. That's a physics thinking. Yes, go up. If that goes up, then what?
The Z value would be greater. That means the 7 minus the Z value, a bigger Z value would mean a smaller T bar.
Okay, smaller T bar, right? So if I shift the 7 even further, the T bar will grow.
Smaller.
Do you understand that I just did an inequality thinking?
I suppose, yeah.
That's what we do in physics most of the time anyway. When this goes up, this goes down, this goes up. Now, let me ask you for now. Now, finally, the range of the T bar.
So
the range of T bar is
smaller than or equals to 1.76.
There, finish, right? Inequality. With confidence, some more. We are not done, but this part of inequality, you know what's going on, right?
I suppose, yeah.
Do you need formula?
Not really.
You already know the formula to use. That thing which you naturally write. I'm very pleased when you just naturally write it. At least you know what's going on. Do you need to do inequality in the sense that you meant in the sense that you want a formula and then you put the inequality sign here and then you hope everything will work out?
Not really.
Are you confident now?
A bit more.
Having not done all that, having not done a formula, having not done an inequality.
Yeah.
Okay, this is not done,
Yeah.
Please tell me why. Okay, please tell me why this is not done. Okay, so what are you supposed to do?
Well, I guess the same thing, except now I put the 7 here.
Okay, go on. Moving on. Come on.
So that means
quickly.
T bar minus 7.
Now this part I will whack you immediately. I'm just gonna whack you immediately. Let me see how you write it. Let me see the full thing that you write. Okay, T bar minus 7, right? Fine. Over sigma, sure. Same sigma, right? Same sigma. And then equals to? Let's see whether I have to whack you or not. Let's see whether I have to whack you or not. Yeah, this is equals to?
Now I'm having doubts.
Oh, yeah. Please think. This is now equal to what? The Z in that position, the 7 in that position is equal to it corresponds to the Z of why are you pointing to that 7? Sorry.
Hang on.
You're doing the other position. You know that the right position is done, right? You know that, right?
Yeah.
You did that just now, right? So you just have to do the left one, right? Which I think you do need to do. Now you switch your position. Okay. Right. Why did you switch your T bar minus 7 just now? Why did you do that just now?
I don't know. I remember a long time ago, someone told me I had to switch the position when something happened.
Does it make sense or not? Does it make sense or not?
I don't know, but I just took their word for it.
Very nice. Very nice. Hopefully you can ask that person again what he means. I'm sure he means something right.
I don't remember who it was anymore.
Words of wisdom, huh? Words of wisdom. Now, tell me at this stage, why do you do 7 minus t again? Why do you switch your statement?
Well, because you now doubt is planted in my head, so.
So now, because of doubt, you switch.
Hang on, let me think about this. Sorry.
Oh my goodness! It's not because you think about it. Just now, it's just because of doubt. Good luck carrying doubt into exam. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. And you still don't see the graph as your solution. You just don't. I just have to spell it out time and again. The graph is your solution. The graph is your solution. The graph is where you find your answer. It's the graph. It's the graph. It's do what you wish.
What? But I'm looking at the graph. I don't.
7 is there, right? 7 is there. The t bar is in the middle, right? This one you know, right? If you do t bar minus 7, what kind of answer will that be?
It'll be a positive answer.
A positive answer divided by sigma is going to be a negative answer.
Divided by sigma, it'll be a negative answer. But sigma is positive.
Yeah, that's what you wrote just now. You wrote t bar minus 7 divided by sigma equals to, you haven't write this, minus 2.5758. You wrote that just now.
Yeah, I guess I did.
And now, because of doubt, your plan is to carry doubt into exam, basically. 7 minus t bar. What happens when you 7 minus t bar?
A negative value.
Okay, so are you still having doubt, or do you settle the doubt?
Well, I know where the doubt came from now, but yeah.
So are you now no longer in doubt? You have settled your doubt.
No, not really. I mean,
congratulations.
I know where my confusion came from, I guess.
I guess so. And let me point out that the solution is still based on the graph.
Yes. Yeah, I can see that now. So it'll be negative 5.2902.
I mean, needless to say, this is going to be minus 1.76, isn't it? Just the same number, right? Because it's a symmetrical thing, right?
It's 7 plus, isn't it? 7 plus.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm mistaken. I was mistaken. This is going to be 12. I'm so sorry. That makes much more sense.
12.2. Okay, so the further I go here, the t bar would be. The further I go here, the more negative this value will be. The more negative this value will be, more positive t bar will be. So t bar is more than or equals to 12.2.
And you have solved your inequality by not doing inequality, I guess, right? By using logic.
I suppose. You want I should check the answers?
I guess this is the best that we can do. So please do. Please check the answer.
Okay. Where is it? Oh, t bar less than or equals to 6.04 or t bar more than or equals to 7.96.
Right, which is of course very far from this number, right?
Yeah, did I make a mistake?
But how do I say this? The signs are correct, right? Like he has a smaller value than 7, right? And then it's smaller than that value, or it's bigger than a bigger value, right?
Yeah, I guess.
I guess the general concept must have been correct.
I suppose, yeah.
I guess time to find a mistake, lo.
Maybe I made a mistake here. So Z-calc. Let me try and first norm of 0.05.
No, the 1%, I don't think so. I think 1% is probably correct. I think it's probably correct.
Oh,
is before 3 is after 2. Yeah, that sounds about right. That does sound about right.
0.05 is 5%, 0.005 is
right. I guess I do see the mistake lah.
0.005.
Will that account? No, I'm not so sure.
5.758. Yeah. Where's the
I'm gonna confirm something first with you. The standard deviation of the sample, right? The 2 minutes, right? You did convert it to the variance first, right?
Yeah, 30 over 29 times 2 squared.
Right. Yeah. And then you did convert it back, right? Because then you'll get a 2 point something, right? You square root that again.
Then I root it.
Yeah. Okay, just to confirm, because it does seem correct. It does seem correct. That shouldn't be wrong. Again, to confirm, part 1, you're correct, right? It is double tail, right? No, it has to be. It has to be a double tail. It has to be a double tail, and it is, the hypothesis is definitely correct. Yeah, it's just that the number does look very off. The number really looks very off. I wonder what's going on. The number does look way off. How can we be testing for 7 and then we end up with 1.76? That feels so off.
2.5758 times 2.03.
That is 5 point something. Confirm. That is definitely 5 point something.
I mean, I could try.
What is going on?
$2.57. Oh.
What is it?
Well, I don't know why it's like this. So
why?
But I found the I don't know what you call it, the standard deviation of of the thing by like taking 2 over root 30. So that's the standard. I use that as the standard deviation.
Right.
Then I took 2.5758.
Something. Yeah, something. Yeah.
58 like 29 or times that. So I get 0.940 blah blah blah. 7 minus that.
0.9.
Yeah, then I get 6.05, which I guess is quite close.
That is the answer.
It starts with 6.04, but it's close enough.
So our mistake is on the unbiased estimate of the sample standard deviation, of the population standard deviation, right? For some reason, we are wrong there.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Sorry, your unbiased estimate of the population standard deviation is 2 over 30.
Because the unbiased
30.
estimate of population variance is 2 over 30 is 2 squared over 30. I'm just using something I remember I just said, like it wasn't really offhandedly.
Does this make sense or not? The unbiased estimate of the population standard deviation is very small.
I guess it would have to be for 7 to be significant. For 7 to be significant at 1%.
Let me think about this for a while. The rest of the logic proves out to be correct, right? The only problem is this one, right? This is a problem that we can solve. Please note that the value of the discussion today still largely is the same. The process should still be correct, right? Right?
Yeah.
The way you read the question, the way you do the sample, the way you use the formula, the way you deal with the inequality, the way you, everything is correct. It's just one number, that particular number seems to be correct.
Okay. I will think about that.
Right. Let's deal with it. No, let's deal with it later. Let's deal with it later. Yeah. Okay. So part two. Can you understand? Part three.
Hypothesis test is conducted at 1% significance level. That means it hasn't been included yet. Deduce whether the mean waiting time is more than 7 minutes. So that's the hypothesis claim. Using this existing sample, the existing sample means the one they gave us.
Yeah. So it's the same thing, right? It's the same, same sample.
But what is the oh, they're asking if the sample mean time is more than wait, what?
This is confusing. Read slowly. It is confusing. Please just
the conclusion of the test if the sample mean time is more than 7 minutes.
Okay. Yeah.
So that means it's still the sample mean is still unknown, but
yes, but it's more than 7.
More than 7.
The way you use unknown is, I find it very unnecessary. You know, it is 7 or more. I'll cheat a bit here. I know it's not 7. But I'll cheat a bit and say it's 7 or more. It should be more than 7. I know. So 7 is not included, but the borderline is 7, man. So the range starts from 7, even though 7 is not included. So this is better than the top one. We know the borderline of the range is 7 or more. That's all I need to know. Is you don't have to bother about 8, 9, 10, 11, you know. You just have to bother about 7.
Oh.
I feel that's the part that is very difficult for you to accept.
More than 7.
When they use more than 7, that means, oh my goodness, it can be anything. True. Just like your tail, right? Oh my goodness, 7 can be anything there. Yeah, but I just bother about the border. I just bother about where it starts or where it ends, right? That's what happened in the first part, right? You keep saying 7 is anywhere here. I don't know where it is. Yeah, that's not how inequality works. Inequality just works on the border. Then the rest is just state lah. Just work at the border, which is to say work in equality, because border means equality. Then you just take it all the way afterwards. That's my proposal to you, Yankin, on how to handle a range.
Think of it as what, 7 or more?
Yeah, but 7 first. Because if it is 7 or more, or whatever, 7 or less, think about 7 and then think about or more. One by one. 7 or less. Okay, think about 7 first, then or less. What does that mean?
Okay, so if the t bar is 7.
Right, 7 lah. Okay, nice, right? Okay, nice. Yeah, okay.
And we're testing if the mean is more than 7, then it would just be what, 7 minus 7?
Yeah, I understand that. I understand that the claim is 7, right? Do you understand, however, that the claim changed a little? My goodness, did you read something, a change in the claim?
The passenger is more than 7 minutes.
So what's the change of the claim here? I know it's still number 7. I know it's still number 7, but there's a change.
More than 7. So that means seven would be to the right. 7 would be to the right of t bar. So that means if 7 is to the right of t bar, then 7 is to the right of t bar, then I guess the 7 minus t bar is.
I mean, I do know that you are not drawing again. I do know that. I do know that you're not drawing. That I know you're thinking to make things clear, but you promised, right, just now. You can do that.
I'm trying to use this, but do I need a new graph? I don't.
Oh, your reading sucks, man. This is now no longer a double tail. Your reading really sucks, isn't it? It is no longer a double tail. It is one tail.
So that means the 1% is larger.
And you don't seem to be bothered by the fact that you don't read that. Do you actually get that just now? I guess not, right? Because you're trying to use the same graph.
Yeah, I didn't. I didn't.
And yet here you are, right? And yet here you are. Your t and the 0 is not aligned. Yeah, just saying. Yeah, just saying because it may confuse you in exam. Yeah, don't do that in exam. Yeah, don't do that in exam. Don't do that in exam. Right? Please don't.
So that means my question is whether the mean time is more than 7 minutes. Using the existing sample, use the test if the mean sample is more than 7 minutes. Conclusion of this test, the mean sample is more than, so this is more than 7. So that means at 1%, at one, no. Let me think. At one, but no.
Have I seen you do a single tail?
What?
Have I seen you do a single tail for a while? I haven't, right? I haven't seen you do a single tail hypothesis test for a while. Right?
I suppose you haven't. But it should be easier.
Let's see. Now, I agree that the last part, the sentence is confusing. If you understand, it's not. Yeah, but what is confusing if we understand? Right? We understand it's not confusing. I agree that understanding the sentence are difficult. Can I please ask you, read another question where it seems to be a single tail? Okay.
Sure. Let me find another one.
Okay, you still have a lot of problem reading, you know. Definitely, that was definite. That's definitely.
Let me see. Okay. I'll just use the next question.
Sure thing, sure thing.
Do I
If you
put it
could
on
put
the
it,
Jamboard?
yes, yes, please, yes, please, yes, please.
Let me think. Is this single tail? I'm not sure.
Okay, just put it first. Just put it first. Just put it first. I don't think you can do justice by reading like that, right? Just go slow, it's okay. If it's not single tail, then whatever, right? Let's just do it, lah. Let's just. Just read, lah. Let's just read properly.
Okay. Page 9.
Yes, yes.
Average working adults is at most 6 hours per day. At most.
It does sound like a single tail instead of double tail. Which tail is my question, lah? Huh? Which tail is my question? But it does sound like it. Good, good, good.
Investigate this claim and conduct a survey, traveling to work by train. Method of sampling will not give a random. Okay, that's like sampling estimation theory.
I'll leave. Just ignore that. Huh? Just ignore it for now. Right.
Interviewed a random sample of 50 people, working adults, and the number of sleep hours per day. So random sample of 50, that's the N. Summarize, okay, that's the data set. X equals 320 and X squared equals to 2308.5. So with that, you can find the unbiased estimate of the population mean and variance.
Yeah. That you all have, lah. So pretty much standard from now on, right? Still pretty standard, right? It's pretty standard, lah.
Test
right?
at 5% significance whether there is evidence to doubt the claim.
Right. Now that you have set out,
what do they want
right?
me to do? Doubt
Are you
the claim?
Are you clear about the question? If not, you can say more, lah, or ask more, lah, or draw more, lah. Right?
I'm not yet. Wait, let me think.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
So their claim is that. So their claim is this their hypothesis. The hypothesis is that the population mean is less than equals to 6 hours. So if I want to doubt the claim, that means it has to be in the no rejection zone.
You want to doubt?
No, wait.
What?
No, wait, let me think. No, wait.
What?
Wait. If I want to doubt the claim, if I want to doubt the claim, that means I have to be in the rejection zone so I can reject the claim.
Yeah, lah. Rejecting the claim is you doubt it, right? Correct or not?
Yeah. Okay. I just needed to make sure.
Yeah, which is a great thing to ask.
Okay, say with reason when it's necessary to assume that it follows.
Blah blah. Yeah, no, that's yes. That that's just that, lah, right? So
yeah.
Let me see how you do this. This is a fairly straightforward thing. If you understand, very straightforward. Nothing hanky panky. Let me see your tail and everything. This is single tail. Let me see how you deal with the tail. You say it's easier. Let's see, lah. Let's see. I mean, your time is almost up, but please continue to do this, right? Until you see the answer key, okay? At least until there, yeah?
Yeah, okay.
Sorry, don't mind if you move up.
Oh, of course.
Right. Okay, so you're drawing stuff.
Right, so first I need the Z graph. Okay, wait. So less than or equals to 6 hours, so that means it will be Left tilt test. Left tilt test at 5% for the Z graph. So 5%, 0.05 for left tilt test. Going to be a negative value. Okay. .64. So do I know this yet? Not yet. All right. So my unbiased estimate population mean is 320 over 50.
Okay, sorry again, let me greet Kakak Brian for
No
right. Brian, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Okay, I can hear and see you also. Yeah. Yeah. So a few things before the rest come in. You'll be with Ainesh again, like continuing the same stuff, right? I understand what you're saying. That's what I see also. You mean his basic math can be lacking, right? He wants to grasp the advanced concept, and sometimes he seems like he can, but doesn't mean that his basic math is good. That is definitely where he is right now. So shaky, but he's trying his best to pass. He's in an international school IP program, right? So he cannot fail like back then. Some of us at Sec 3, we don't pass a lot, then we can still promote. He cannot. He has to pass everything, the total marks somewhat. So he has been doing badly in the start, right? Then he has to catch up here, right? Expect the same reasoning today and expect that you still need to train him in about the same thing and the same thing. He does need that Plus 3 go is a hard start, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Second question is you're going to go at 17, right?
Yeah.
17 is a what was that? Saturday. Next Saturday, right? Okay. Then you'll go next Saturday, and then you have to get used to stuff. Saturday, Sunday. Maybe I can receive an update from you on Monday, maybe kind of ish. See whether you can do things or not.
Actually, I think probably cannot, cause like the connection there is not very good. Then like don't have a lot of space also.
So you are changing. I mean, you're changing your assessment, your estimate.
Yeah, yeah.
So that means you will not be with us
until
3.
I think 11 October.
Oh goodness, it's 6 weeks. 6 weeks.
Huh? No. 3 weeks.
3 weeks. September to October. Oh yeah. But it is in the critical period. Okay, I understand. Right. So I understand. That's what I expect. But still, give me an update,
Sure.
Right. So, do you think Monday or Tuesday, maybe just try to give me an update. Okay, cannot, that kind of thing.
Sure.
Right. So if you want to buy something to try, that means you still want to buy the connection to try whatever, then just buy first, All right, I'll reimburse. It's okay. Right.
Okay.
Right. So you wouldn't know until you try, correct? Right. Fair enough. Yeah. So just try, okay. I'll reimburse whatever it is, right? Whether you use it or not is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. So anything else?
No.
Understand. Right. Thirdly, I think Ainesh is currently tired. Right.
Sorry?
He was tired in the afternoon already.
Oh
right?
yeah.
He was tired, right? See, just expect that to happen, right? Just expect that. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So we just wait for him, right? So Aryan and Noah, I can see both of you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Yes, Noah. And Aryan also. Okay. Aryan.
Hello. Yeah.
Okay, I can hear you also. We're going to start very soon, right? But let me just check something with your senior first, Yankin. So Yankin, you are. Oh no, you are not yet. You are maybe almost there.
I found the Z value.
Right. Okay, you already conclude. Yes, you already conclude. Yeah. Okay. So no, no, we're not gonna reject, right? Something like that,
Yeah.
right? Okay. So here's the proving time now. So are you correct or not? Please check your answer key.
Yeah, give me a second.
Right.
Yeah, do not reject H naught.
Right. And the values, they give you a long answer or something?
They do not give me any. No. They
Oh,
just give me the
very,
answer. They didn't give me a
oh,
long.
very,
They don't give me a long working.
well, I'm not very comfortable with that.
Ugh.
Okay, understood. Let me copy this. Right? Copy this.
I'll try zoom out.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Now, needless to say, the reading is great. The reading is great. Of course, the question is standard, so you can do it, but you still need the reading to do so, right? Please continue to read, right? If the question is easy, then make sure you're correct lah. If the question is hard, then we have things to discuss. All
right.
Right. All right. I'll see you tomorrow then.
Yeah. I'm a bit. I don't know if I can make it in the afternoon session because I have another thing going on Saturdays. So
During afternoon means now or the one?
The 2 p.m. The 2 p.m. session. The 2 p.m. to 3:30.
Right. So is that okay or not? Now you just think about it, okay? You just think about it. Your priority needs to be set, lah. Right? You just think about it. You're an adult already. Okay?
All right. Okay.
Right.
I'll tell you whether I can, whether I'm okay.
Sure thing. All right. Okay. Bye.
See you then. Bye bye.
Okay. So Ainesh, I can see you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. So I'll be assigning you to the breakout room, lah, right? With Kakak Brian. Same thing, lah. Same thing, same topic, lah. Same practice. Are you feeling tired?
I had a nap after the session just now. So yeah.
I like the nap. Yeah, I like it. Right, cool. Right. So we'll continue the chemistry tomorrow, lah, obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
In the afternoon.
Same thing like the middle session, right?
Okay.
Right. So Ainesh with Brian. Okay, I'm waiting for the other Ainesh. Aditya, I can see you. Can you hear me?
Yep. Hi.
All right. Tell me your plans. Tell me your plans, please. And if possible, don't tell me the interruption after it happens. Just tell me your plan. I will now send. Okay, Aditya. I can accept the plan looks like this. Okay, we don't go tuition when things clashes because I can handle it. That's very acceptable one. Tuition is meant to help your study, man. Needless to say, oh, I cannot attend tuition. Oh, I prioritize something else, but I cannot do it by myself and I have no plan. Do you want me to accept that? I can accept that lah, for your sake lah.
No.
Right. So whether I accept or not, it is for your sake what? Whether this tuition works or not, it is for your sake what? What is the situation and what's the plan? Do you have anything else to report?
No, I don't think so.
What's your plan? Is the tuition going to be enough?
I think so.
Right. So we'll proceed with the tuition normally, is it?
Yeah.
From what is left lah. So there's Saturday, then there's Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Right. Then there's a 2 session Saturday and Sunday. That's what we're going to use, right?
Yeah.
So tomorrow you're not going to join the extra one. That's the plan.
I will.
So tomorrow there'll be 3 sessions.
Yeah.
So the 3 sessions is the one at night, 2 sessions back to back.
Yes.
Okay, that is the plan.
Wait, isn't that a 30 minutes gap in between?
The night one, no. The night one is a straight one. You thought it starts at 7. It starts at 7:30.
Oh, it's fine then. I can still do it.
Okay. All right. I have doubts that it is enough though. I have doubts. Right?
I can do another extra, I think, on Sunday. I'll have to see.
You do your plans, okay? I cannot control your schedule, obviously, right? I cannot. I cannot. So just plan properly lah. If you think it is enough, then have no doubt. It's okay. What? I have my doubts too, right? As a teacher, at least I have to say that to you lah. I have my doubts because you don't seem to be even focused during the tuition. This is holiday. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Right? Okay. So think carefully lah. Okay. Think carefully. Now, are you going to do logarithm today or something else?
Something else.
And what would that be?
Because like actually, yeah, I should continue with logs.
Yeah, your logarithm wasn't good, you know, wasn't ready for exam. Wasn't. It's somewhere lah, but it's not ready lah. You still have a lot to settle, right?
Yeah.
Right. Then please do so. Please do so.
Okay.
Now, for your seniors, Aryan and Noah, right? Please unmute, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as per usual, at night we'll do the A math thingy lah. So Michael won't be joining us. He is lightheaded due to a heavy exercise, right? Okay, so I guess he'll join us tomorrow or something. I'm speaking to Aryan in comparison to the chemistry strategy. So Noah, just hear us out a little bit, yeah? Just hear us out a little bit. The strategy for the chemistry paper 2 is not very complicated, right? You were testing it out, Aryan, right? So you are prioritizing the reading comprehension part, basically. And you are giving your best in reading and comprehending. We just try it out, see how it feels just now. Yeah, papaya. Doesn't seem to be too bad, but we have to do a few more tests, right? That's half of the strategy of chemistry. Making sense, Aryan? That's what we did just now, right? Just to be very clear, the strategy for section A is almost the opposite. I haven't explained that, and we haven't experienced that. Obviously, it is not going to be like the section B. Okay, the assumption is very simple because section A is different from section B, although there's some reading involved. The assumption is section A is very predictable. So what I mean is, if you don't find it predictable, we should test it out. I should try to point out things which are predictable, and therefore you should rely on those things if they are truly predictable. Sure, there will be one or two questions which are out of the ordinary, but only one or two. The rest are very, very predictable, at least from my experience. So we handle it slightly differently from section B. Sorry, almost totally differently, I'm saying, right? So we'll just experience that as we go on this holiday tuition. Okay, Aryan, yeah?
Yeah.
Now, a question to you, Aryan and Noah. Question to you, Aryan and Noah. For A math, is it more like reading comprehension? We read slowly, we understand the question, then we do with care, right? Or is it more like it's very expected, it's almost too predictable? He will ask this, he will ask that. Then we can do quite quickly and still be correct. Right? Those are two very different types of questions, very different types of expectation. Right? What do you think, Noah? Which one is A math to you?
I think it's a bit of both.
Please explain what that means. Like 50-50, like 30-70, like what do you mean?
60% or 65 around there is like more automatic questions, but there are some that you have to read a bit and understand.
Right. So it's largely predictable, but there are some which is not. 2/3, 1/3.
Yeah, around there.
Now, can you predict which one is the 1/3 or cannot?
Not really.
So are you saying, Noah, that the 1/3, which is new or unfamiliar, it can change from paper to paper? It can be this topic and then it can be that topic.
Yeah.
All right. Then last question for you. If you think that way, is it easy to identify which one is predictable or which one is, kind of new just by glancing or you have to do it, then you know.
Or maybe I have to read a bit.
You have to read a bit, then you would know, this is new or not.
Yeah.
Right? Then you will adjust your response accordingly, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, understood. That's what you think about AMAT. I understand what you're thinking. Whether right or wrong, we will see, because it does matter to our preparation, right? Aryan, what do you think about AMAT?
Yeah, I also agree that it's a bit of both.
In what way, please tell?
Like 30% is the understanding question, I have to say. And 70 is the you can just do rush.
Right. Kind of predictable.
Yeah.
So you
especially for EMAF, for EMAF paper 1, or the last question is always like a application question, kind of.
For EMAT or AMAT, sorry?
For EMAF especially.
EMAT, not AMAT, right?
Yeah. But
EMAT,
for EMAF, I think it's a bit less, but it's still there, like the real world questions. And the kinematic questions especially.
The kinematics question. Okay. Kinematics, I think I agree that there has to be read in detail. True. That one I agree. But what you're saying is similar to Noah, right? 2/3, 1/3, something like that. But you're saying that the topics which are, I have to read more is predictable. That's what you're saying. Do I get it right?
Yep.
Whereas Noah is saying it will change from paper to paper, the topic, not the sequence of the numbering. That's what you're saying, right, Noah? Maybe in this paper, the linear law looks new. Maybe in another paper, the linear law is fine, but maybe the connected rate of change is new. Maybe something like that. Right. So, but Aryan, you're saying that they are largely the same. Are you saying that, Aryan? Is that what you're saying from experience? All right. So what is correct and what is wrong, we will find out by ourselves. I have my own assumption, right? So let me explain my assumption. Aditya, I will say that you are starting off well. You are starting off well so far. Right.
Okay.
Could be faster, but don't let me rush you. Now, look at what we did yesterday. Then I'll explain my assumption from there. Okay, so let's look at page 8 for now. Let's look at page 8 for now. That's what we did yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Right. I agree somewhat with you guys. I think there are questions which they intentionally make new. And I think it is done kind of randomly. So they will pick and choose the topics, and we cannot predict which topic. Not in the slightest. Not in the slightest. Right? So I am usually prepared for that mentally. Okay. I have to spot the question. Okay, this is still easy. This is still easy. This is probably harder than usual. So that will just happen in the exam. There's nothing to do about it. Right? So I cannot agree with Noah on that point. However, I think every topic has its own expectation, no matter it is difficult or easy. So let me give a very clear example. For example, okay, choose a random topic, please, from the page 8 note. Just choose one.
Logarithms.
Okay, logarithms, right? Okay, so logarithm, based on experience, I have a set of expectation to logarithm if it is the difficult kind, which is very similar to if it is the standard kind. So my expectation goes something like this. I have very likely I have to make the base the same, no matter what the question is. So when I see a question and their bases are not the same, that's the first thing that I do. It almost goes without thinking whether it is easy or difficult. Now, I say this to you, experienced student, you have been doing logarithm for quite some time. Okay, again, I repeat this one more time. In logarithm, whether easy or hard, making the base of the logarithm to be the same is a very useful thing to do no matter what the situation, no matter what the condition. What do you think based on your experience, Aryan and Noah? Aryan first. So Aditya, are you checking or what?
Yeah.
Right. How would you check? Yeah, definitely you do miss something. Let me put it another way. You miss rejecting something and therefore you miss at least 1 mark. No? Yeah. So Aryan, what do you think?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
Logarithm, right?
Yeah.
My expectation looks like this. Whether it is easy logarithm or difficult logarithm, I will always have to make the base the same. That will be very useful for me to do. It's not that I have to, sorry, I want to make the base the same.
Yeah.
Right. So it doesn't depend on the situation. Right. So what do you think, Noah?
Yeah, I agree as well.
Right. Then I have another set of a very simple expectation. I kind of expect how would the logarithm be difficult. The logarithm will be difficult if it is this kind of thing. So I'm going to write down for you. Okay, Aditya, are you done with that one? I'm going to write down for you. Sorry, this is even worse. Now, this is to me the hardest logarithm to expect. It shouldn't be even harder than this. So I have a set of expectation when the logarithm is hard. Noah, I think you know what kind of logarithm question this is.
What?
It doesn't come out every time. In fact, it comes out rarely in exam. You
I
know which
saw
one
it
I'm talking? Sorry?
Yeah, I think so.
Right. Aryan, do you recognize that kind of logarithm question?
Not really.
Right. It is rare, but it is very different from the usual logarithm. So that means it's very easy to spot. Very easy to spot. Right. My response when I see this logarithm question based on my experience is I totally skip it first. I'm not going to try first. I'm going to try later if I still have time. That's just my natural response already. Considering my goal of 85%, how many mistakes can I offer? Can I afford? Aditya and Aryan and Noah, you need to know how many mistakes you can afford. Come on.
13.5.
Per paper, which is in total?
27.
27, yeah, 27. And this difficult log, I will know cost how many marks, right? Okay, let's say I cannot do anything. It will cost me, I don't know, 6 marks. Is 6 marks painful to let go or necessary to let go? What's your response in exam, Noah?
I think it would be painful to let go.
How about you, Aryan?
Yeah, I also think it will be painful.
For me, totally bye-bye. Why? Because I am sure this is a hard question, correct? I'm sure. And I'm sure there are easier 6 marks questions. You understand what I'm saying? I'm letting go to the end. If I have time, I'll do it at the end.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I mean by letting go. I don't mean that I let go fully. I don't mean that. I don't mean that I'm gonna let go after I try. No, I'm just gonna I'm gonna find other easier 6 marks first. That's why, to me, it is very easy to, bye, see you later. That's what I mean. right? When I say the word let go, I mean, maybe usually logarithm is easy for you. Maybe logarithm is a reliable topic for you. Then you see this question, you don't know what to do. That there's an element of letting go involved. Do you understand what I'm saying, Aryan and Noah?
Yeah.
The topic can be what you like, can be what you are good at usually. And then you are very frustrated because you try and try and try and you cannot wrap your head around it, because that is the nature of the AMAT paper. That was my assumption. They will make some things difficult. They will make, basically every paper, they will make 2.5 questions difficult. That's to be expected. That needs to be your expectation also. So if I recognize this to be hard, I will put it off to later, no matter how much I like the topic. Okay. That is the summary of my experience, how to deal with, AMAT paper 1 or 2, same thing one. Okay. Now, Aryan, you may agree or disagree with this. Noah, same thing. But in our training, we will have to practice that first. Okay, let go, observe, see, and then we're going to do it later. Let's see how it feels, right? So Aryan and Noah, especially Aryan, this is totally different from what we do in chemistry. In chemistry, we try to do what seems to be hard the first, right?
Yeah.
But in AMAT, if we know it's hard, let's say goodbye first. They are different. They are different that way, because we have much more leeway in AMAT. And we have very little time to do things in AMAT. If you think the time crunch in chemistry is bad, I mean, have you ever have enough time in AMAT, Aryan and Noah? Do you have enough time in AMAT? Is there ever a situation where I have 5 minutes left and I'm very happy?
Oh yeah.
You have experienced an AMAT test where you have 5 minutes left, really?
I've had once, yeah.
And how does it go for you, that paper?
It was because I can do the questions.
Which is great, but doing question doesn't mean you'll get it. So how did you get well on that paper?
I'm not sure. It's the prelim.
We'll find out soon, okay? We'll find out soon. I'm glad to hear that you can do your prelim though, but let's find out soon. How about you, Aryan? Right? How about you, Aryan? Is there you have an experience with the AMAT paper that I have enough time left?
Yeah.
Really? You guys are better than what I think. You guys are really better than what I think. Like you experience it like once, twice, every time?
Yeah, it's not every time, just one. I think I've experienced it like once.
What was that?
It was last year, end of year.
Wonderful. That's a major exam. How did it go for you then?
Yeah, I scored quite well.
You scored quite well also. So there must be some good thing about it. There must be, right? I would like you to assume that that's not going to happen in O-level.
Yeah.
I would like to assume that. I think it's better to assume that than to be pleased Oh, I have time, rather than to assume that you will have time, right? I think it's a better assumption not to have time. So that's it. And that is my basis of rejecting hard questions. It's worse in AMAT than in chemistry, right? Okay, so let's go on to the meat. So Aditya, you're doing the other one. Good. Okay, so we are going to practice something very simple. We're going to practice very simple. So I claim that if you order your topics in a very natural way, you will be able to do it slightly faster, experience less error, confirm better. It's just a general good thing to do. The ordering that we tried yesterday. So I want you to experience that slowly today, right? Now, do you still remember the order? I guess not, right? We haven't finished the order also, right? So I'm going to ask you to propose a natural order for the trigo and the surd, because we haven't done that. And we're going to assume that the plane geometry is separate, right? So tell me the 5 trigo, Aryan and Noah, take turn.
R formula.
Okay, then Noah.
Trigo solving.
All right. Multiple answer, is it?
Yeah, multiple answer.
Then Aryan.
Proving.
All right. Then what?
And the triangle.
Oh, the triangle, the exact one. Then one more.
Sketching.
Sketching. So currently we have 8 topics that doesn't seem to fit the loop yesterday, right? Actually, no, the indices and log is. Sorry. We only have 6. Now, you can propose different things, each of you, right? Propose things that connect naturally to each other, that uses the same skill or whatever connection you can sense, right? So we have these 6. Noah, make a proposal.
Not sure.
Okay, let's start with this. Cert connects to which one, likely?
Solving. Trigo.
The multiple answer solving, really?
Triangle.
The triangle, more strongly, I would argue, right? More strongly, I would argue. So because of the things I said yesterday, right? Because it's an exact value. Exact value means you have to do by triangle. Triangle means you have to do Pythagoras. Pythagoras means you have to do cert law, right? So, and then the cert can be very, very messy sometimes, depending on what the question asks. Right? So cert ended, right? Now, let's have the next natural connection. So Aryan, either from the triangle one or from the cert law, whichever you want. Let's connect. The triangle question is similar to what?
Triangle is similar to like anyone, is it?
I guess, but I guess choose one. Choose one. If you would say, so Aditya, the fine point, yeah, okay. Okay, Aditya, you do keep doing the same mistake, whereas you didn't do it last time. I find that very weird. What's going on here? What is going on here? You do correctly once and then you do it wrongly the other one. That's why I say you're not ready, you know.
Oh wait, oh my god.
Yeah, that you just do things weirdly, you know. You just do things weirdly. Do you want it or do you want, what's going on here? Why do you do it that way? Why is it one's correct, the other one is wrong?
Oh my dear.
Okay, Noah, no, Aryan, sorry, connect to something, please.
I'm not sure. Probably.
Wonderful. Yes. You do realize it, Aditya. You do realize it, isn't it? Huh? Oh my goodness. You make more mistakes. Oh goodness, you make a lot of mistakes, Aditya. There are more mistakes. Oh, I have to show you. So, yes, Aryan, yes, connection, please.
I'm not sure.
Right. Let's give let Noah give some opinion based on your experience, lah. Don't just anyhow connect.
Solving multiple.
Connected with
never mind, not sure.
Right. Needless to say, solving multiple.
Is R formula connected with mensuration?
Does R Aditya, I believe you're calling somebody, is it?
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Right. Okay. Feel free to do so. Right. Because I want to explain. Right. I think our formula used is the triangle, not the mensuration. When you say mensuration, that means you're concerned with volume and surface area, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think our formula usually do that. Maybe they can, but I don't think they usually do. It's more like the triangle. It's more like a triangle thingy, not the triangle trigo, but you have to spot the angle of the triangle.
It connected rate of change. I'm
sorry, you're saying?
A connected rate of change is connected to mensuration.
True. Here, right, connected rate of change is connected to mensuration, which is why we link it with maximum minimum, because both those topics Both those topics usually require mensuration.
Oh,
So
yeah.
either you like both or you avoid both. That kind of thing, usually.
Yeah.
So we are on this region, this one has been connected rather naturally. So over here, we're just here, right? Just here, right? I'll give you more hints, but let me say something to Aditya first. Now, Aditya, I'm in the Jamboard, right? I'm in the Jamboard page 17. Are we at 16? Are we in the same Jamboard? Are we in the same Jamboard? Are you in Jamboard page 16?
I'm on Jamboard page 9.
What's the type? Okay, what's the title of the Jamboard? Sorry.
The S3 holiday tuition log together.
Oh, because we're doing log. What am I talking about? We should be using that, isn't it? Sorry. Should. I'm at page 10.
Yeah.
This is totally wrong. You cannot do this. This is not the application of the log algorithm. You don't get to do, oh, this is a fraction, so then the fraction becomes something minus that. That is not the law. That is so not the law at all.
Okay.
So therefore, you cannot go here because this is already wrong. Normally, proving is followed by solving. Yeah, that's your experience, right, Noah and Aryan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they connected? Are they connected? The way you do solving question, is it in any way similar to the way you do proving question? Based on your experience, Aryan and Noah?
No.
How about you, Noah?
I think so, a bit.
There's some connection.
Yeah.
Right. From my opinion, I think they are very different. The mindset to do solving is totally different from the mindset to do proving, such that I don't see them as the same question, even though they are presented together. And so I don't bother to do them at one go. I just do the solving one first because, again, it's the easier one. The proving one, when I have the time. Now, I'm very good at proving. I still think that I will do it later because the skill needed seems to be extremely different. Right? Now, whether that's your experience or not, it is subjective, but that is my opinion. So that's why I never connect solving and proving. I actually separate them intentionally. This is an example of not connecting, right? Okay, I don't care about the order that they are presented. They don't mean much skill-wise. However, I believe that solving and R formula is rather close. So I will usually do them side by side, usually. All right. Now, how about sketching? Is there anybody who is close to sketching? If you don't think so, then I'll put it separate first. We'll see what happens. I'll put it separate. And so our connection is complete loop. If there's a connection, we figure it out. If not, then we don't. Now, look at the big loop. Now, oh dear, Aditya, you're stuck, isn't it?
Yeah. I thought if
Okay, that's a strategy that you can try to do. I'm sure you've tried this before. Please try that, and then you're going to think about why this works and why what you're thinking doesn't work. You're at the level of strategy. You see. I was trying to do this, it doesn't work. I do that, that works. Why? It cannot be because my teacher advised me to do that. That means you don't fully understand it, right? Okay. Now, guys, let's look at the big loop, yeah? Seniors, let's look at the big loop. Now, the loop means that in the end, after we trace so long, we come back accidentally, almost accidentally into in this and log. I don't think we planned it that way, right? We start with log randomly. We end with in this randomly, and in this has some connection with log. The connection is usually in the form of the simultaneous equation. If there's a simultaneous equation, they tend to use in this and log at the same time, just to show that they have a connection, right? So we were chasing after the loop. We didn't intend it to connect. It does seem to connect naturally. Maybe that tells us something. Now, to me, what this means is this. I can start anywhere I want, right? Nobody say that I have to start from log. I can start from here and then I can follow the loop. Also, I can follow the loop backward, just saying you will still experience the sense of connection. So that's what I want you to experience either today or tomorrow, right? Clear so far?
Yeah.
Right. So now, Aryan, randomly, please choose for us a random place to start the big loop. If you are not going to choose a random place to start, then choose your best place to start. Just choose for us. You would like to start at this topic and that topic.
CG.
CG. Why would you like to start at CG? Just curious.
Because I kind of like the topic.
Wonderful, wonderful. And that's probably not a bad place to start in A-math. Probably not. Probably not. Now, you want to like to go clockwise or counterclockwise? What do you like?
Oh, clockwise.
Clockwise, meaning we're going to go down, is it? CG to circle to tangent normal, something, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, the first thing that we do today is not to do the question, right? There's one more thing to do before we attempt the question and experience the flow. Am I joking or is there really a flow, right? Okay. We are going to renumber the paper. We're going to renumber it. Meaning to say, oh, we're going to start from CG. Oh, so CG will be number 1, just to help us. Then who is number 2? It will be circle and then, tangent normal and so on and so forth. At the same time, you are practicing to spot the question very quickly, right? You already have that skill. You're going to do that very, very fast. It's going to be very useful, that skill in A-math, right? You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to give you paper 1 and paper 2, and you're going to look back and forth. Here's number 1, here's number 2, here's number 3, here's number 4, based on the order that we just did. Understand, Aryan and Noah?
Yeah.
Right. I'll give you 3 minutes to do it. So by sending you the paper first. So the paper does exist in the drive, but we are not gonna refer to the drive, right? But if you don't refer to the drive, then what to do? How do you? Aryan and Noah, do you have a software to edit the PDF?
No.
You don't. Oh dear. This is harder to do without framework. No, we have to. So that's why I suppose we have to do it. Now, please download. Please go to this. Please download. Okay. So Sodo, one of the PDF tools that you can use to edit very nicely. So Aryan and Noah, please do that first so that you can actually edit the PDF. Right, tell me when you're done. It should not take some time. It should not take a long time.
Wait, what?
So you're gonna Google Sodo PDF, and you're gonna download it, and you're gonna install it in your laptop. If it is not possible to do that because your laptop belongs to school or something, please tell me right now. Everything looks fine, Aditya. Again, your basic is good, right? Basic is good, right? So tell me, Aditya, why is this method working and why is your original approach not working? Or maybe your original approach can work. I don't know. What do you think?
I think because it would just be like x equals to. Oh wait, never mind. I don't know.
You erase your original approach, Okay lah, maybe because I say it's wrong. But if you erase it, it's very difficult to compare. Do you still remember your original approach?
Yeah, it's from the Jamboard.
Wonderful. So why doesn't it work? I'll give you a possible reason because I have to guess your mind. That's something that I'm not good at. I cannot guess anybody's mind too well. I'm guessing you were trying to fit the law, right? You're trying to apply a law, right? Must be, right?
Yeah.
Now, first of all, the application was wrong. If you do not know why this is wrong, that is very dangerous. That means you apply the law kind of flexibly. It's very strict one, very strict. If you don't know why this is wrong, please tell me. Do you know why?
No.
Okay. The law works like this. This is extremely different from what you're trying to do.
Oh yeah.
Why doesn't it work?
Because it's not 8 divided by x, it's log 8.
Yeah.
Log
So,
8 base
yeah.
2 divided by.
Correct. Secondly, this has a form of another law. I'm guessing that is that compounds the confusion. This has the form of the base change law. Let me repeat that. This can happen. That's the base change law. I think you're confusing the form.
Yeah, I used the base change law to get this into a base of 2.
Yeah, so if there's a base change form, to keep it very easy, it's not this form, so you cannot change from here to here. Keeping it easy, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So this doesn't work because you're forcing or something that doesn't work. Fair enough. Right. If it does work here, then it will be a nice thing here, like a nice thing. So I guess that's not bad if it works, but it doesn't. Why does mine work? Why does my strategy work? You also want to know that. Well, my strategy work because I see this and this to be extremely similar. I know from the start, oh, this is too similar to use other strategy. I should try the left strategy first. It is actually that simple, my thinking. I see this, I see that, or they're just a flip there. Okay, I take in mind, I think I might want to try the left strategy just in case that works. Oh, turns out that it works. I'm not 100% certain is what I'm saying. I'm just saying from experience, this is where the left strategy works. That's all.
Okay.
Okay, so I just keep that in mind and try that first. Okay, it looks like you did prove it that is correct. Okay?
Yeah.
Right, so please move to the next question. So Noah and Aryan, you gotten the Sodo application.
It's still downloading.
Ooh, it is. Okay, Noah, same thing.
For me, I have the option to select a file to edit already.
Sorry, what? Select what?
Select files to edit.
Okay, let's give it a try. Okay, let's give it a try. Yeah. So you say you can. Can I send you through the WhatsApp?
Okay.
Right. So let's try this. See, I randomly send you a paper.
Mr. Phillips, can I go get some water?
Yes, please.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, so Noah, just to confirm, you can edit the PDF I just sent you. Like for we're looking for changing the number of the question. That's all. Do whatever you want, but change the number of the question. And you do that by scratching, by retyping, by whatever you want. So Aryan, let me get it straight. Your school never asks you to actually edit a PDF lah. That's not what they require you to do.
Yeah.
They never send you a PDF, do it here or refer to this. Never.
No.
Oh, I find that weird. Okay. So I guess different school, different school, different requirements. Okay. This will be new. I think in JC, it is very likely that they'll ask you to do that. So I guess this is not bad. Okay, Noah. So can you edit or not? It's a simple edit.
Hang on.
Sure. Okay, lastly, Noah and Aryan, if you need to, can you print things at your house? That means papers for you to try. Can you do that or not?
That I can, yeah.
Okay, understand, Noah. How about you, Aryan?
Sorry?
Can you print papers in your house if you need to?
Yeah.
Right. Like it may take a lot of paper, right? Because you'll be testing a lot of paper yourself. Will that be a problem?
I don't think so.
All right. So again, to clarify, I ask you to print now. Can you print, or it is better to ask you to print before the tuition sometime, or you need some time to print?
I think I might need some time to print.
Understand. How about you, Noah?
Yeah, same.
All right. So next time, if I think it's better to print, I'll just ask you, okay, maybe print this tree, right? Something like that. Okay. So again, Noah, can you edit or not?
The Wi-Fi on my computer.
The what on the what? Sorry?
The Wi-Fi.
The Wi-Fi is, I'm sorry, what?
Pretty bad. So I can't edit anything. The whole Jamboard is not working as well.
Oh, but we are editing a PDF which you can download to your computer. You mean you cannot download to your computer?
Oh, I downloaded it.
Right. So if you have the edit, you mean your PDF edit software requires a connection?
Yeah.
Oh.
I can use it on my school given device.
Okay.
But only can use it until 10 p.m. and I will off.
It will be 10 p.m.
Yeah.
Never mind. Just try. I really just want you to try to order stuff. Right? So okay, let's try. You have 10 minutes. You have 8 minutes left, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's quickly try. Right now, how about you, Aryan? Are you still downloading?
No, it's done.
All right. Okay. So install. Okay. Is it done?
Yep.
Okay. Then oh, I haven't sent you. My goodness. I haven't sent you the PDF. What am I talking about? Okay, I'm sending you the PDF. Right, please download it and then please we're gonna start ordering. So you're gonna find the CG question number 1, circle question number 2, right? So on and so forth, right? Aditya, are you okay?
Yeah.
Trying a new one, right? Okay. So Noah, how's the reordering so far? Is it very confusing?
No, it's fine.
Right. Aryan, do you think you can use sudo? Is it confusing?
Not really.
All right, good. Can you open the file and then, just edit lah, type, retype, or use your mouse or whatever in order to renumber. Okay, Aditya, what will you do? Right? What will you do? What will you do? Okay, Aditya, I understand that you want to make the base the same, right? I think that's a good idea to make the base the same. Now, why don't you make the option? Why don't you choose the option which makes the base smaller, not bigger? Meaning to say, you would change the base 7 to base 49. I guess I understand there's a benefit there, but you can also do it the other way around. Change the base 49 into 7, right? You can go one way or the other.
Yeah.
Would you like? Yes, Noah?
Sorry, I can't find a CG question.
I'm sorry? You can sure you can.
What is the CG question in this paper?
I will go and find for you also. Go and find the rest first. So Aditya, would you like to change 7 to 49 or 49 to 7? That's your choice. But I will suggest the smaller option. I think easier to deal with. I think it's better that way. However, this is practice, so you can try to do what you want also. Just be aware that there is another option.
Okay. I'll try changing 49 to 7.
Right. Oh, wow, Noah. There is no CG question, really? How is that possible? Oh, there is a CG question. The CG question has no drawing. That is already an alarm, right? So Noah and Aryan. Aryan, are you okay? Can you use the... Okay. Your first task is to find the CG question because it is contrary to our expectation. The CG question has no drawing at all. This is contrary to our expectation. Am I correct, Noah?
Yeah.
We expect CG question to have a picture. And yes, most of the time it does. But I can confirm to you there is a CG question. Where is it?
Is it the paper 113?
I would think so too. I would think so too. I find the lack of picture to be a sign that it is slightly harder. I find that. Right. So that's your number 1, correct?
Yeah.
Noah, are you there? Can we sorry, Noah, Aryan, can we now do that? Okay, we're changing number 13 to number 1, something like that. Okay, Noah, Aryan, yes, can you do that somehow? Sort of. Aryan, can you hear me? Did you lost me?
Hello. Yeah.
This is frustrating, right?
How can I change it to?
Right. So there's an edit button on top, right? There's an edit button on top right, right? It's called an edit button. So have you clicked the edit button?
Yeah, I've already clicked.
Right. Okay. Click the edit button. Then there are many options to edit, right? I'll just use the simple one, which is ink. Can you find the ink button?
Yeah.
Okay, ink button. Then you can use your mouse, right? Then you can scratch the 13 into 1. That's it. Just like a pencil. Right? That's the simplest thing to do, right? Okay. As long as we can renumber, that's fine. Okay. Okay. Shall we do that? All right. Okay. So what is number 2? What's the topic number 2, guys?
Circles.
Circles. So let's find the circle. Where is it? For you, Aditya, what is log 3(1)?
Log 3(1).
Yeah, the original log base 3(1). What is it actually? If you
0.
don't do anything, yeah. So you think about it. Do you have to base change that guy?
Oh yeah.
Right.
No.
Okay. Doesn't mean that you do something wrong. Don't erase it. Don't erase it. I just want you to realize it. Okay. Maybe in some situation I don't need to base change that. especially when it's just information. There's nothing wrong with what you do, right? Nothing wrong. Okay, maybe just save 10 seconds or something like that, because you do it quite well anyway, so it's okay. So you find the circle question.
Paper 2, question 10.
Paper 2, question 10. Noah, what do you think?
Yeah.
All right, so that's number 2 lah. Then continue. Number 3. Oh, the circle question don't have a drawing also. Oh, terrible. Right, terrible. Right. Okay, so where's number 3? What is number 3? What could number 3 be? Okay, differentiation, tangent, normal. Can you see it? Can you see it? Differentiation, tangent, normal. After you browse for a while, I think you will find things very quickly. So the first few times is very slow, right? After a while, should be very fast. Where is your differentiation, tangent, normal? Do you find it, people?
No.
I also don't find it. I also don't find it. Okay, then let's assume that it doesn't exist, right? Let's assume that it doesn't exist. Okay, number 3 don't exist. It's very unlikely, but okay, let's assume that. It's okay. Okay, the next one will still be number 4. So what is number 4? Differentiation, increasing, decreasing. Does it exist?
Paper 1, question 4, I think.
Yeah, because we read it before, right? So after a while, very easy now. Okay, this is, it's exactly number 4. Very nice. Okay, Aryan, done, right? Aryan?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Number 5, maximum, minimum. Do you see it? Aditya, move up, please. I can follow. So I can follow. Are you stuck now?
Yeah.
Right. So why are you stuck? Please tell me. What stops you?
I mean, over here there was a common term, so
Where? Sorry,
I
where?
could
Where?
here
Where? Show me.
in the previous question.
Oh, previous question, right? Okay, common term. Yeah. So are you saying that you should use that strategy here?
I mean, I'm thinking of like different strategies.
I mean, there is no common term here, so I guess the strategy doesn't work immediately, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you should be applying other strategies, because other strategy exists, right? There's only 2, but there's one which is left, and then the other one, I think, which you normally do. Why don't you do normally what you do here? Why don't? So, guys, have you found it? Don't wait for me,
No.
There is no maximum and minima. This question is so weird. Aditya, do what you normally do. Cannot?
What do I normally do?
Why do you make the base the same then? Is just I just normally do that. Is it really the case?
Oh.
Is that really the case that you just, I just want to make the base the same? I don't know why. Cannot be, right?
Yeah.
So why, right? You think about it, and then maybe you can do it. Goodness me, this question is very weird. My God, there's no maximum minimum. I'm very surprised. Right, so let's say there's no maximum minimum. Is there crop?
I think so, yeah.
Where is it?
Paper 1, question 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just nice also number 7, right? Okay, great, right? Okay, then differentiate, then integrate. This one should be easy to spot. Got it?
Paper 2, question 3, I think.
Okay, you got it, Noah?
Yeah.
Paper 2, question 3. Yeah, definitely. That's nice. That looks nice, right? Okay, then next one is kinematics. Should be easy to spot. Oh, Aditya, stop eliminating log like this. Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop doing this. You still think that this is a possibility, isn't it? If this is a possibility, why do we even learn the laws, right? let's get this clear. Do you think this is somehow possible? There's a situation
No.
where this is allowed. Then could you settle with yourself to not do it? Could you?
Okay. Yeah.
Right? If you capture yourself doing it later, could you just cancel yourself, you know? Oh, I did that. Okay, that's not acceptable. Okay?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, now how to handle the over 2? Look, just move the over 2 to in front, right? Just move the over 2 in front. Quickly. Log 7x, right? Minus. Can you move the 2 in front, the denominator? No, the denominator of the second guy, can you move it in front of the second guy?
Like this guy.
Okay, I'm gonna copy. I guess you do confuse me. Are you okay? Are you able to do log or not? You do seem that you're able. And yet, now if I eliminate these 2, can you do something or not?
Yeah.
Because the base is the same, right?
Yeah.
So now, what can we do so that the 2 is not a problem? So it seems to me that 2 is a problem for you, right? So
Yeah.
this is a half. I can rewrite this way?
Yeah.
Can I somehow get rid of the half properly lah?
Times the whole thing by 2.
Then I have a problem of 2 here. I mean, you can.
Yeah.
So then you just move the problem. You still have to solve the problem. What can you do with the 2? Oh, goodness me. Just do the power law. Let's just do the power. You do this every time, but you don't do it this time. I don't get it. Look at question 10.1. Look at question 10.1. Look at question 10.1.
Yeah.
Look at question 10.1. What did you do here? What did you do here? You do it so wonderfully. You get rid of the 2. You seem to know that the 2 is a problem somehow. Why are you stoning? So you okay? You okay? So can you apply the same, the same method here, the same technique here?
Okay.
Right. Sorry, Aryan Noah. Are you going well so far? Sorry, Aryan Noah.
I can't find any kinematics.
Which is really weird. Noah, do you agree?
I think paper 2, question 2.
Right, paper 2, question 2, checking things out. I definitely would agree with you. What do you think, Aryan? That is definitely kinematics, right? Distance, moving in a straight line, velocity.
Oh, yeah.
Correct. I think that's easy to spot, so good for you, Noah. How about you, Noah? Where are you so far? Area under the graph?
Yeah.
Should be easy to spot. Do you see?
Last
that
question.
one? The last question, right? Okay, Aryan, okay, yeah?
Yeah.
How about integration with partial fraction, right? That's the next thing, right? Do you see?
I only see partial fraction.
All right. I guess we'll have to be happy that there is no integration. I guess like, yeah. I guess so. Right. So partial fraction then. Okay, Aryan, yeah? Partial fraction. All right. And then after that is polynomial. Do you see the polynomial? Pretty sure it's there. Aditya, you're still stuck, isn't it? You're still stuck, right? All right. Okay. I can tell you that you're doing very well, right? Now, why did you make the base the same? There must be a reason, right? Why you make the base the same?
So now it can just disappear. Right?
Oh my goodness.
Oh wait.
I don't get you, I really don't get you. Why are you stumped here? Yes, good. Equals to 0 if you so wish. Stop disappearing log, right? Stop that, right? Stop it. You got your polynomial, guys?
I'm
Yeah.
not sure.
All right, good. Now, how about the binomial? You got your binomial?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, Arya, binomial?
Yeah.
Right. How about your discriminant? Is
Yeah.
there a discriminant question? Okay, where is it? Sometimes it's hard to see. Where's your discriminant?
I think it's the first question, paper one. Yeah.
All right, 1. Okay, good. I will agree with that. Oh, wow. Okay, that is not a discriminant question. Okay, right. Okay, Noah, Kenya. Then, how about a pure in this question?
I don't think so.
Definitely there is. Or that one, I'm very sure that there is a pure in this question. Definitely. Definitely one. Definitely. It's quite easy to spot some more. Oh goodness, I just spot the croc question. There is a croc question. Very clearly, yeah. Oh, there is another discriminant question. Okay, never mind. Okay, we're going to ignore that. There's a pure in this. Yes. Look at paper 1, question 5, part 2. Isn't that pure in this? Isn't it in the sense obvious? Like if you see it, it's obvious. So you got that one, right?
Okay.
The croc question, right? We say that there is no differentiation croc, right? That's what we said. It's very obvious in paper 1, question 7. Look at that.
No, we said Noah said it was a question 7.
Oh, it is. I'm so sorry. So it's correct. So you did spot it. Wonderful. Now, after pure in this, it is in this word problem. Do you know which one that is? Oh, I just saw the maximum. The pure in this is paper 1, question 5, part 2. It looks clearly in this one. Okay?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Clearly, right? This one is clearly, even though it's just 2 marks, clearly. There is only in this word problem. Very sure about that. Very sure. Oh, Aditya, stop making logs disappear. You're just making the same mistake all over. Stop doing that. No. Why do you do that? Why are you bent on making logarithm disappear?
Isn't 7 to the power 0 just...
Oh, my apologies. No, that's my fault. I didn't see the 7. Sorry, yeah, that's my apologies. No, you are correct. I'm so sorry. You are correct. I'm so sorry. I didn't see that. Apologies. Right. Guys, do you see the in this word problem? Do you know what that is? I am certain it is there. Which one?
Chapter is the paper 111? What chapter is that?
That is the in this word problem. There you go.
Oh, that isn't considered logarithms.
You do need logarithm.
Oh, okay.
There's like really funny answers to this.
Oh, that means there is no answer. Those are imaginary. I think check for mistakes. So Aryan and Noah.
It says, and hence explain why there are no real solutions.
There you go. Finish up. Good luck. Now, Aryan and Noah, for the paper 1 and 11, do you consider that a word? Do you consider an this word problem, or it's better to say that it's a log word problem? The point is, it is a word problem. Which one is it? Aryan and Noah? Aryan?
Yeah.
Paper 1, question 11. What is that topic to you?
Question 11.
Paper
Is
1, question 11. Yes.
that one
Can you usually do that?
in this
Right? You call it in this, but it's a word problem in this.
word problem in this? Yeah.
Noah, you will call that the word problem law. Something like that?
I actually call it that.
Right. As long as we know what it is, that's fine, right? It's just an informal name, right? So let's call this either the in this word problem or the log word problem. It is the word problem, right? It is a word problem. So there you go. We got it. Right. And the end of the thing is logarithm and linear log. Do you see the logarithm?
Yeah.
Right. So paper 1, right? Look at paper 1 logarithm. Oh, wow.
Question
That one,
5, part 1.
yeah, that one feels like the hard one, Aryan. That is this one. This one is the hard.
Yeah.
This
That's a hard
thing,
one. Yeah.
yeah, which is like it rarely comes out, but this guy is hard, right? I hope I can do it, but I am already, my alarm is already ringing. Right, Noah? This might take some time to do. Correct or no? Right.
My computer is down in school thing.
Right. Okay. Oh, yeah. So just looking at from the previous page, right? You can use from the other laptop, right? You don't have to mark it, okay? Right. So look at 5.1. That's the difficult log, right? That's look like it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. So just taking note, right? Then the linear law is obvious where? Do you see the linear law? Is it obvious where it is?
Yeah.
It's very obvious, right? Where is it?
Question 6, paper 1.
Okay. Question 6, paper 1. No, paper 2, you mean? Paper 2.
Okay, paper 2. Okay. Yeah.
Right. Now, guys, actually, there is differentiation, maximum, minimum. It turns out to be quite clear also, right? We were declaring that doesn't exist, right? I think there is. Aryan and Noah, can you see the differentiation, maximum, minimum?
Is it paper 1, question 10?
Paper 1, question 10 is, I think, maximum, minimum, right, Aryan?
Yeah.
There you go. And it doesn't have any drawing. Hey, it's still cylinder. It's still mensuration in some way, correct or not?
Yeah.
Hey, still mensuration. Okay, according to our prediction. Definitely according to our prediction. Right? So this is our closing loop, right? So we closed the loop already. We found most of it. So according to our expectations, right? Some things are easy, some things are hard. Now, Aditya, are you okay? Do you need some rest?
I'm searching for questions.
All right. All the questions are done. Good. Search your own question. Now, from your browsing, you will have set some alarm in yourself. The alarm is to say, I think this one might be difficult. I think this one is definitely the easy one. Okay. So I'm going to ask that from you, Aryan and Noah. Okay. The logarithm seems like slightly harder than usual. Yeah. Who else seems slightly harder than usual?
Is it the maximum, the question 10, the maximum first part?
Maximum minima first part seems harder than usual. Let me
Oh wait, actually never mind.
I don't think so. Yeah. After a close inspection, I think doable. I think still quite normal. Okay, just have a calm attitude towards it. Noah and Aryan, again, same question. Which one do you think is harder than usual? Okay, this is totally reliant on your experience. I am treating you like experienced student. What is it? Which one?
Coordinate geometry, because there's no like the graph.
Drawing. Yeah, there is that approach it carefully. Approach it very carefully, right? You may even want to draw.
Same for the circle.
Yeah, and I advise to all my students, you really want to draw. That is a very good investment of time. So if it is difficult, there are sometimes very good ways of approaching them. It just takes a little bit more time, right? It is a time well spent. What else seems difficult? Noah and Aryan.
The The differentiation integration,
Why is that more difficult than usual?
because it uses log rules as well, I think. Because there's a lot more steps to like actually turn.
I'm sorry. Which one? Which question are you? Sorry.
2, question 3.
Paper 2, question 3. How come it uses log? Sorry, what? Why are we using logarithm?
No, I didn't. I said you need to differentiate then integrate.
Yeah.
It uses the trigonometry. Sorry, I want to say trigonometry.
Trigonometry. Right. This feels harder than usual.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, I know why. Because this is the first part of the question doesn't tell you the answer key. Usually, not all the time, but usually show that this is that. Show that the differentiation of this becomes that.
Yeah, and it also seems quite complicated to turn the first part into like the second part.
Because you don't see the answer.
Yeah.
Now, why do I keep saying that? Because I know we don't see it. Normally, we see it. So we sense the discomfort, right? Sense that. Noah, is it okay? Can you follow all this? Can, right? You can just see the question, right? Right. But I think it is balanced by the 2 marks. Now, A math 2 marks is always reliably easy. Reliably. So even though, okay, I don't see that, but 2 marks does tell me that it won't be so difficult because it's a very reliable indication. Just tell you that, Aryan. Yeah? So Aryan, be encouraged. Just tread a little bit more carefully if you feel like that. But I think the 2 marks seems to not worry me too much, right? Just based on experience. Okay, Aryan and Noah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So let's see whether it's correct or not. You just don't just take mine. Yeah. Let's see whether it's correct or not. 2 marks is easy. Right. Okay. Next question, which seems harder than usual.
5, paper 1.
5, paper 1. 5. Logarithm, you mean? Logarithm. Yeah. Noted already. That is the harder logarithm, right? Don't underestimate. Okay. Sure.
Okay.
Noted. Definitely lah. Definitely. What else? This might be surprising to you. So look at the partial fraction question. I don't think you sense well enough. The paper 1, question 6, right? First of all, it is 6 marks. First of all, it looks so simple. It is 6 marks. Is this some sort of bonus question? I dare ask you. Did you underestimate this question because, for example, there is no integration? Are you sure a 6-mark question is not an alarm? When I see carefully, I am pretty sure I have to deal carefully. I know what to do, but I'm pretty sure I have to deal things carefully. Pretty sure. What are the indications, Aryan and Noah?
The x power 4.
Yeah. Where? At the top or at the bottom?
At the bottom.
Yeah, the top one doesn't matter, right? The bottom one.
Yeah.
Do you think, Aryan, Noah, you can deal with this? X to the power of 4?
Yeah.
I hope so, because there's a lot of things to get 6 marks. What do you think, Noah? Can you handle it?
I may get confused on the way.
All right. Take note of that first, right? We're just taking note of that. I think this is at least slightly harder than usual. At least, right? At least, right? Aditya, are you having trouble finding questions? This is taking a bit too long.
I found one.
All right. Are you putting in and are you doing it?
Trying to, but it isn't working because I should use my mouse.
Yes, please. Yeah, please. All right. As a final thing, Aryan and Noah, is there anything else that you know might be difficult? It might be difficult. Nothing? All right.
No.
I don't really see anything else that could be more difficult.
All right. So now let's do the small loop. Okay, let's do the small loop, which includes the cert and every three goal. Never mind the order. Never mind the order. Right. So just our purpose is just to see, okay, is this going to be easy or I need to be aware? That's all the purpose. Yeah? So paper 1, question 2 is a cert question. Please read it. Do you think this is going to be normal or not? Are you okay, Aditya? You get it?
Yeah.
Right?
Page 12.
Page 12. What do you think, Aryan and Noah? What does your experience say?
Yeah, can.
Can. No problem, right? No problem.
Yeah.
How about you, Aryan?
Yeah, can as well.
You are not concerned, just checking. You're not concerned by the perpendicular distance. Just checking.
Oh, no.
All right.
No.
All right, cool. Good to know. Good to know. You have some experience. Now, question 3 doesn't seem to belong anywhere. Question 3. Right? What is question 3? Do you have any idea? Would you do it? Would you try? What do you think about question 3? Do you think this is doable? Do you think this is difficult? What do you think? I like the base change, Aditya. However, base change means you can choose any base you want. Is there any particular reason why you want to choose base 4? Just checking.
Because I'm supposed to evaluate this.
Correct. That one I can understand and appreciate, right? Okay. It's just that log base 4 8 is a bit difficult to evaluate, just saying, right?
Yeah.
There's some trouble there, but I understand your intention. I guess the question is meant to be a little bit confusing, I guess. Think about what you need to do. Now, Aryan and Noah, what do you think about question 3? We do or we, Aryan?
I think I could. I think I might keep it till the end.
All right. That's your decision, right? So you have decided. All right. I understand. There are many other things to do. Correct or not?
Yeah.
Many other things. 5 marks is 5 marks, but you know what? I think I'll keep it to the end. All right. That's your decision. How about you, Noah?
Yeah, I think I do it after everything is done.
Right. Can you have a different decision? Of course you can, right? Of course you can, right? It is based on your judgment and experience. I'm trying to tell you this. This is what good students do. Good students judge. I do this now or later. Very important judgment. Understand, Aryan? Not? Understand, right? Of course, you do that every time, but those judgments are important judgments, right? Important judgment, even though you don't know whether it is actually correct or not. Now, we have very little time left, so I'm going to give you a simple challenge, right? Instead of just looking, because we have little time. Why don't you try 5-1 logarithm? Let's see whether we can do it or not. Shall we? Right? So let's try 5.1. Okay, you only have very little time, so I'll give you maybe 4 minutes to try, and then we can discuss it. I'll discuss it afterwards. Aditya, are you lost?
Yeah, quite.
Okay, let's do this, okay? Let's do this. Now, complete the equation first, equals to 3/4. Now, what is confusing in this question? Okay, you have to be very clear first. It is confusing because they don't ask you for x.
Yeah.
What do they, are you okay? Should we stop now? Are you sure? Should we stop now?
No. I mean, I want to finish this.
Okay, so what are they asking and why is it so confusing?
They're asking to evaluate something, like given something else.
Right, which is not X, which is not what we're used to.
Yeah.
In this situation, what are we supposed to do?
Find X.
Interestingly, if you can, that might work, but only if you can. Because usually it is difficult to do. Usually it is difficult to do.
Wait, isn't
to find X directly, right? It's weird that the X will be difficult to find, but that's the whole point of the question. I can do it, but I'm not sure that that's the best way for everybody. Aryan and Noah, how's the weird logarithm question? Well, I must say that it is weird, isn't it? It is really weird. Wow, it is weird. Wow, it is real. So, Aditya, any possibilities so far?
So log is 3/2.
It is. That's true. Yeah, you're right. You did solve that. Yeah. That is 3/2. How does that help you? I hope that
So if you
helps.
want to double this, gotta square this. Wait, I gotta check that.
Please do so.
This I think it's fine.
Right. Aryan and Noah, any progress so far?
It's right.
Yeah. The teacher doesn't teach you that, but if you think that the answer is half, you're absolutely correct. Now, you discover something that might be useful, right? In other questions and some, but how is this useful in this question, right? However, I'm glad that you discovered something. What did you do? Oh no, you're correct. You're absolutely correct. No, you're absolutely correct. You probably cannot prove it to your teacher that this is correct, but you are correct. How very interesting. I guess teaching you has some interesting moments.
So the answer is -2.
Wonderful. You are correct. I'm not sure whether you can repeat this again, but I'm very happy that you did it this way. Very happy. Again, a fair warning. I think your teacher will ask you, so how do you get 16? But he cannot deny that it is correct. He cannot.
Yeah.
Okay, good for you. Good for you. I like it. Why do we end here? Right? Why do we end here? I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay. I'll do part B.
Oh, feel free to. Feel free to do, you gotta make up and do yourself things, right? Please don't just rely on tuition, right?
Yeah.
Do things yourself. You're preparing for exam. All right. See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Now, Aryan and Noah, how are things? Is this getting easier or is this getting harder?
I need the question, but I think I'm wrong.
I mean, it's in the Jamboard lah. Okay. Do you have it? Are you waiting for the question?
Oh no, I've done it on paper.
All right. So how is it, Noah? Do you find it doable or is this challenging or what is it?
I think I'm wrong.
Okay, all right. But not surprising, like considering that we already suspect that it's not surprising. Like. How about you, Ari?
I'm not sure how to start actually.
Yeah, even worse. Like we think about it, what the heck is going on here?
Yeah.
So there is something to note here. If we already know that this is going to be hard from the start before we even try, then it turns out to be a good decision to delay this at the end.
Yeah.
Right? The 4 mark doesn't sound so bad after all, right? Well, I'm delaying 4 mark. It is not painful because it is actually difficult. Might as well do other questions, which we know is probably easier.
Yeah.
Right. So that is what I want to impress upon you. This will happen in exam. Do you think it will happen in logarithm in your O-level, Amen? Do you think it will happen?
It's quite rare, so I don't think so.
Yeah. Don't bet that it's happening on logarithm, but bet that it will happen in 2.5 questions. That's just the normal expectation. So
Okay.
it'll happen in another topic lah. Okay, then this is gonna be difficult lah. Okay, I'm just gonna delay it by something like that. All right. Look, time is up, but I hope you have some. Put it this way, Is this the first time you evaluate a paper before actually doing it one by one? Is this the first time?
Yeah.
This is easy. This is easy. Oh, this is a bit difficult. Oh, this is this topic. Oh, this is that topic. Oh, this is easy. First time you evaluate, right? Okay. Same thing for you, Aryan.
Yeah.
Normally, you will just do it lah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip, whatever. Right? What do you think about evaluating that, Noah? Is it a waste of time?
No, but we shouldn't do it too slowly, I think.
Definitely not, because first time, this is the first time.
Yeah.
Or we're gonna do it much faster in our training, right? Like you're gonna do it in below 5 minutes, and you have a very good idea what's going on. Just 5 minutes lah, but not this slow. Of course, I understand.
Yeah.
Aryan, do you think it is a waste of time? If it is, please tell, because you shouldn't do something which is a waste of time.
No, I don't think it is.
What is the benefit? We haven't even do the paper. What do you think the benefit will be, Aryan and Noah? Why is it nice to do this, you think? No idea, Aryan?
No.
Noah, no idea?
I mean, we can find out which questions we should do later on.
Is that a big deal, or is that, nah, whatever? What do you think? No, based on your experience. If you know which one's the hard and which one's easy, what does it matter in exam?
Not sure.
Really? No. Oh, goodness me, you guys. Look, we assume that we will have time problem in AMAT, right? That's just our assumption, right?
Yeah.
If you could do the easy one first, easy 4 marks and then hard 4 marks, there's still 4 marks, right? You're going to delay the 4 marks later, and you end up not doing it at all, the hard one. Right? Because of the time constraint, you just end up doing something else which is easier, and you get it. Is that a big deal or not? It's not a big deal, is it, Aryan? It's not. Aryan, Noah? No? What do you think?
I think it's a pretty big deal.
Why do you think it is a pretty big deal?
Do what we know and get the marks first.
Yeah, and then we end up not having time to do the hard one. I mean, is that bad? Is that good? What is that?
I think it's better than not being able to have time to do the easier.
Which, by the way, if you try to do the hard one, you might end up spending more time, right, than necessary, right? Which will cost you a lot of the easy marks because of the time constraint, correct?
Yeah.
And you don't even are guaranteed to get the hard marks. Not even guaranteed somehow. Strategy-wise, to me, I think it's a very big deal to do the easy one first in AMAT lah, because even though it is easy, it is still hard. And if it is hard, it is very hard. I'll do my best to avoid the hard mark questions because I might not even have time to do what I can do. At least to me, that's how big deal it is, right? Right? You tell me whether I'm right or wrong based on your own experience, right? Based on your experience. So, okay, Aryan and Noah, we'll just continue and see how this feels tomorrow, right?
All right.
Have a good
There is
rest.
also tomorrow.
We're going until Saturday and Sunday, right?
Same time.
Same time, still the same time.
Okay.
Right. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.